Eagles fans can finally get their hands on the throwback Letterman jacket made popular by Princess Diana.
Yeah, you know, so many people, they love vintage, especially sports fans, really can't get enough of vintage styles right now. Our Wakisha Bailey is here with the new jacket and the one that looks very similar to the one that Princess Diana made oh so famous. Wakisha, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Janelle, Jim. You know, let's just call this Throwback Thursday. As you guys mentioned, that replica jacket that Princess Diana wore back in the 1990s drops today. Here's a version of Mitchell and Ness. But, you know, if we're talking vintage, I had to invite my friend Joe from Past to Present, who owns this cool vintage shop out in Barrington, New Jersey. And, Joe, what do you think of this replica?
I love that they redid it. It's probably the most iconic jacket in Eagles history that no one ever knows. It's like the biggest mystery.
What is it about vintage apparel that is just so big right now?
I think it's the quality. I tell people all the time when they come in the store, there's a reason you're still shopping here. Like, there's a reason you're shopping this stuff 30 years later, 20 years later. It's quality. It lasts a long time.
So I reached out to Joe yesterday and I asked him about this jacket, and he said, you got to meet my friend Casey, who actually owns Rare Vintage. Take a look at this clip.
Out a monster trade that sent the Eagles jacket back to Philadelphia. Obviously, my mind is going crazy. Like, I finally own this piece. I've never seen another one for sale. I'm happy to own it. According to ESPN's story today, the jacket was custom made for Princess Diana. However, they did release a photo I had never seen before, which you can clearly see the Campree team line tag on her jacket.
All right, and Casey is joining us this morning. He's rocking the jacket, and it looks like you also have another one. This is from 1990s. Now, Casey, how did you get this jacket from the States, and where's it coming from?
So I've been after this jacket for over 12 years. The one I got that I'm wearing right now actually came from London from my friend's National Vintage League. We made a huge trade after the Super Bowl. You know, there's a lure, it could be Diana's, and then I was actually lucky enough to pick up a second one that just arrived yesterday from Spain. So long story short, this is Campree branded, and it was only released in the UK. Contrary to what ESPN said, it was custom made for her. It was actually a very, very limited release, nearly impossible to find, and according to like the vintage community, there's only 4 that have ever been spotted, and 2 of them are right here in Philadelphia.
Wow. So now the Mitchell and Ness jacket, that's going for $400. You know, people are going to want to know, are you selling these jackets?
So I can tell you, I paid well over the $400 price for the second one, and I traded a $1,000 jersey for this jacket. So the value of what they're charging is pretty fair. I don't know if I want to let one of these go yet. I mean, the one I'm wearing is probably I might be buried in it. This one, it could be a museum piece. We might do something down the line with Rare Vintage in the future, but right now it's staying in the vault. But you can pick up the new one.
So Joe, let me bring you back in here because like this is a whole community, and I feel like the more that I speak with you, I'm starting to learn all about the vintage partners. Like, is it better to get something that's actually from that time of 1990, or is it okay to still get like a replica that's made now?
It's okay because, like he just said, like, yeah, granted, $400 might be a lot, but Mitchell & Ness makes quality stuff. No matter, I've worked with them for a long time with my old job. They make quality stuff, so you're going to get your money out of that. Not everybody can spend a $1,000 jersey or I mean, I value these higher than $1,000.
And you're looking good yourself. What jacket is this? This looks like a vintage jacket.
Actually, so like this is a jacket that like Buddy Ryan is known for wearing. Like he actually wore a hat looked like this. I kind of did it on purpose just for the fun of it today. But this is a starter jacket, the '80s Buddy Ryan one that he's known being pictured in and stuff like that. We'll probably see those coming out soon. Starter's been back making their stuff.
I love it.
So yeah.
Well, thanks you guys for being with us. I mean, although this jacket isn't for sale, and I have to say it looks pretty cool, you guys, especially up close. However, we do know that the Mitchell and Ness jacket that drops today at all the pro Eagles sports shops as well, and it's going for $400. And I think Jim said he was going to get me a Janelle one. I don't know if I remember that right. I think that's what he said.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. We're going to share it.
Wakisha and I nearly went bankrupt over the World Series, the run to the World Series with the Phillies. We were constantly at Mitchell and Ness buying new things.
But how cool is that, Wakisha? So 4 of those jackets from the 90s, 2 of them right here in our newsroom right now, coming from Spain and London. That is amazing. Really, really neat.
Learning more about vintage clothing than I ever thought I would need to know.
It's a whole thing, but
Thank you, my friend.
Cool.
Appreciate it.